Obviously, they are. I understand them, but I will not return to the national team.
Final decision?
Yeah, it's my final decision, and it's all clear for me how things going over there, and it's all clear for me, and I'm focusing on what I'm doing, and that's right now my club and everything.
Did you feel bad after the decision of the coach?
Of course, who doesn't?
Hakim?
But on the end of the day, it's a decision he makes, and you have to respect it. But on the end, if all the lying comes with it, it's for me clear. And then, like I said before, I will not return to the national team.
It's a bad news for Moroccan people.
I understand, and I feel sorry for them. And that's the situation right now.
You heard it. Hakim Ziyech, the magician, decided to quit the Moroccan national team for good. And I'm not gonna remind you everything that I've already said about the Moroccan manager, Big Mouth FC. That guy, everywhere he's been, is always like this. He will oppose the fans with certain players. He will manipulate people a certain way to hate certain players to get the result out of other players, if that makes sense to anybody here. We know him in France because he managed many teams over there. Also all over the world, like with national teams, it's always end in fight. And I'm talking about physical fight here. Do some research about that manager and you will understand what kind of personality he is. He's ready even to attack you physically, to destroy your shirt, to make his message across. So, Hakim Ziyech, literally, he wasn't called for the African Cup of Nations because apparently he faked an injury. And that manager managed to convince all the Moroccan people and federation that Hakim Ziyech don't love the country and he's faking an injury. This is the guy who left the Holland national team. He played for them as a kid. He was called in the senior level and he decided to go play for his parent country. He was born in Holland, but he decided to go for Morocco. That is called love. So you don't get more love than that, okay? He couldn't even speak the language, but he decided to go there, play for his parent country. And you, from somewhere in the world, all of a sudden, you try to oppose him with his own country. That guy need to be sacked, okay? I don't know how the hell he managed to get that job, but he needs to be sacked.
You played for the Netherlands at youth level and then opted for Morocco. Why Morocco, not Netherlands?
Because my heart told me to choose for Morocco.
Your heart?
My heart.
Not because you didn't get a chance with the Netherlands?
I was that one time, but then I get injured. And after that you start gonna think what you want, and my mom told me and my brothers also, just listen to your heart, and my heart chose for Morocco.
The Nations Cup is coming. Do you think that Morocco is in good shape to win it?
Yeah, you know what it is. In Africa, everything can happen. African football is it's a big difference with the European football. If you look at I think the last 2-3 African Cups, countries like Zambia or with all the respect, but they can win also. So we have to be ready, and we have still 2 months, and then we will see.
Do you consider yourself one of the best African players right now?
No.
You were not in the list of best African players selected by CAF. How did you feel about that?
No, I don't look at the list. I just do my thing and make the club proud where I'm playing and make the country proud where I'm playing and all the other stuff.
My opinion about Hakim Ziyech quitting the national team is this is going to be temporary. People still love Hakim Ziyech in Africa. People want to see him play. And all this storm is going to disappear at some point, and Hakim Ziyech is going to play for his country one more time. I am very sure about it. I've seen worse cases than this. Makelele, Zidane, and many other big players in the past that decided not to play for their national teams, and they went back, later on. Probably they were excluded for a long period of time, but at some point people are going to understand that we need that person. Even Karim Benzema had some issues with the manager, and he was recalled again after 6 years. So I think that manager need to be sacked, and the new manager the first task for the new manager is going to be getting Hakim Ziyech and other players that he excluded from the team by lying, spreading fake news to try to oppose them to their nation. The new manager is going to try to bring everybody together, and I think the first mission is going to be to get Hakim Ziyech back into the team. I still believe that if Hakim Ziyech was in the African Cup of Nations, Morocco had a chance to win it. Okay? Because it was like at least 3 or 4 players that he lied about them, and he excluded them out of the club. And if all of them were in the team, I am pretty sure they were going to make it even in the final and even win the African Cup of Nations. So punishing a country just for your ego is not gonna work. At some point, the population, the people, the fans are going to have enough and say, you know what, we're gonna choose our own blood instead of you who are trying to divide us. Hakim Ziyech is coming to the national team one day. Mark my word. He's still young, 27, 28. Still time. And in the World Cup, I don't know if before even the World Cup that manager should be sacked or he will be sacked. I don't even know if by the time you watch this video, he will be already sacked. So, keep faith, keep praying, and keep in mind, save this video and remind me one day when Hakim Ziyech is announced back in the national team.